Oh, a toy car. Hey, look, it's Markiplier.
Integrating new PDA data.
We get to make Markiplier. Glass and titanium. Anyways, now that this is covered, that means something else too. It means if we go to this specific spot where we're at right now and head due south, there will be a portal. Whoops. As to how far south it is, I really don't know. All I know is it's south. Houston, we may have found it. As well as something else. Oh, that's all it is. Just that. Okay. I believe we may be pretty set to explore this. Also just checking something real quick. We're gonna run this in a little bit. Just taking a short little advertisement break real quick. Hey guys, EndoPlasmite here. And this whole sequence pretty much needs a little bit of context because it also relates to the title for the videos that will be coming for the next couple episodes. As you heard, you probably heard a little bit of a munching sound with food, because during the time of me trying to stream this, I was eating, and I realized I needed to mute myself while I was eating.
Vital signs
And I made
stabilizing.
one big mistake. I forgot to unmute myself. So pretty much for the entirety of the next hour and 55 minutes almost, I do not speak in the game because I'm completely muted. And because at the time no one else physically was present in the chat to explain what's going on, I ended up stuck being silent. So the only way this is gonna work is by me literally having to go through and overdub everything that's going on in the series. So at this specific point, I'm going through and I want to try and explore the new alien portal section around this way. The problem is, of course, I'm getting attacked and I need to figure out how to get through. And you'll see an interesting thing that happens. As you saw, I bounced off the outside of the portal entrance. All the while I'm trying to make sure I don't die to the sand sharks, but they seem to have their fun events that they like to try to do. And at this point I realized the only way this is going to work for me to actually go through and investigate it is docking the plasmoth and actually going down and repairing it. We're stuck. And of course I find a spot to repair it finally. Now, as you probably figured also, this is going to get cut down a good bit too, so don't worry. Now, the fun, interesting thing about this whole overdub that I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that when I do this, the audio matches up with the video as close as possible for explaining stuff. Which unfortunately means I have to actually sit through this entire hour and 55 minutes without pausing or skipping. Actually, I don't know, maybe I can pause, but we'll see what happens with that. But it means I'm going to have to sit through periods like this where I'm just completely idle and doing absolutely nothing. I don't even remember what I was doing at this point. At this point, regardless of the fact of me repairing the plasmoth, I figured the easiest thing to do is just book it and go inside the portal, since I can get the plasmoth in there anyways. And I figured if I tried to go in, and this happens. Something that I'm pretty sure was not supposed to happen in the game. We get a sand shark that's floating in the air. At this point, I have to use the stasis rifle, because I come to the fun conclusion, if I don't, this thing is going to keep chasing me. Of course, I try to do damage to it, but it doesn't seem to be going too well. I figure, well, it's stuck. I guess I'll save and try and press on, see what happens. Unfortunately, as you'll see very shortly, the presence of that sand shark makes it a bit more difficult. Is it a sand shark or a bone shark? I forget, actually. I'm calling it sand shark, but I'm pretty sure it might actually be a bone shark. Because you see here, now I know for certain it's trying to come after me. And it manages to get itself successfully stuck again, a little bit. But it's now, of course, in a spot where it can easily turn around, fix itself, and make its way somewhere. There it is. So what was supposed to be a nice, simple exploration and a quick exploration inside of this cave has, of course, become one gigantic problem zone, because something that definitely was probably not supposed to happen in the game. And now it sees me. stasis time. So this, of course, buys me some time to try and figure out what exactly this cave is. Because, likewise with a lot of stuff, even though I know locations and I see the names on the maps that I have no idea fully what's going on. Until I've come to the conclusion that this specific portal is one that doesn't activate, unless I go to the other side of where the portal goes. Which, unfortunately, at this specific point, I have no idea where the hell it is. So I'm trying to look up the information to figure out what happens. And of course, finding out the only way that I need to activate it, I got no choice but to get out. Because literally there's nothing inside of this cave of major importance except the bone shark, sand shark that's kind of chasing after me. I'll just say shark. We'll make it simple. For the record also, for anyone that's curious as to what's going on, I also successfully crashed the software. For anyone curious what's really going on, bad timing for me to start talking. Fucking shark. There we go. Pretty much I gotta use that to get out, because at this point this thing is gonna keep chasing me until I actually do get out. And I realize I went the wrong way. So here's an interesting piece of information.
Calorie intake recommended.
Aside from that, when this was recorded, well, streamed and recorded, this was back on July 26th, 2020. And I am editing this now more than a year later, August 31st, 2021. Why did I say 2021 like that? 2021. So it just goes to show how much of this has kind of been stuck or behind this. Well, this just goes to show how behind I am on stuff. With nothing else really to do, I pretty much kind of press on, because I can't really do anything else on that portal. But I at least try to see if I can locate something. I'm pretty sure at this point I'm trying to locate a wreck. I think. I mean, I've already found the life pod that was in the area. Oh, I killed one of the sharks. But I already found one of the life pods in the area. And I'm pretty sure there wasn't really much else around the area except either a life pod or something alien technology-wise. So, unless it's something material-wise, like something plant life-wise I'm trying to find. I don't really remember. I can't really skip ahead to figure this out. See, this is a mixture of a plus side and a downside with having to do the fact that the overdub. The plus side is, there's technically a good bit of footage from this anyways that was literally just non-interesting or not too much related. The sequence that took place within that cave and alien portal area was really the only piece of things so far of importance. So literally you can just cut a whole bunch of this out. The downside of this, of course, is currently right now it's 1:22 p.m. and I still haven't eaten anything. And there's still a large portion of this footage that has to get edited. I mean, right now we're at episode 26. There's been a total of 11 different sessions that we've done for the series. So I pretty much have to finish the last cluster of this session, which includes having to bear through this whole overdub. And also, I have to go through 5 more sets of sessions that are all varying in lengths anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, I'm pretty sure. At this specific point, given the specific direction that I'm going, I'm pretty sure I'm just trying to head back to the base, considering the fact that my weird turning and angling of stuff was literally just so I can go through the full process of getting to someplace I know is safe instead of cutting corners. Because again, there are certain areas within this map where there are Reaper Leviathans, so I was trying my best to pretty much avoid running into them.
systems online.
And of course, we're now back at home turf territory, so we're pretty much safe to kind of explore as we please. And I realized, of course, all these useless junk technology pieces I didn't need. So it's about time I got rid of them. So because of the extra little toys that I collected from my journey, I decided it was about time I went ahead and actually placed them. I seem to be running into a massive amount of issues though with trying to get this correct, but eventually I get it to work. And I ran into a fun little thing I noticed with the game. The left bracket and right bracket options typically help you rotate, but for some reason every time that I tried to rotate the stuff, it wouldn't rotate properly. And now is the time to craft the unusual doll, Markiplier. Or so I'd want to. There we go. Can we add Markiplier to the tags now? Yeah, he was ecstatic when he first got that, and he found out that he was actually in the game. I would be too cool. I'd be pretty excited too if I had something like that happen. But it is what it is. I'm nowhere near as popular. Probably never am going to, but hey, what can you do, right? And comes the fun rotating glitch again. See, at this specific point, I don't quite remember what I was doing. I mean, once again, that's typical. I think I was just deciding to explore around the wreckage sites a little bit more. Maybe. I feel like I was looking for something. Well, obviously I was looking for something, but... Sorry. Ravine of some sort. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for blood kelp. Because of the blood orbs. I believe... No, blood oil, not blood orbs. Sorry. Again, I'm trying to figure all this out without any sort of literal audio context. And this is footage that's over a year old, so... But I find the specific area where I actually need to go through and collect stuff. My concern is the fact that I'm pretty sure that there should be a ghost Leviathan. Or at least, I think there is. And that is why I also am a little bit concerned. There's warpers. I should have known. I should have known that was the reason why.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
Oh, it sure was fucking doing that to me for certain. Why else do you think I pretty much was standing here motionless? Mostly trying to figure out the easiest way to go down. Or at least if there is some sort of safe way to go down. But, yeah, as you can probably tell, it's, not that simple of a task. Thankfully with the sonar, though, I can try to at least figure something out. But it's definitely not going to be an easy thing. Especially considering how dark the area is and how massive of a crevice I was actually looking at.